Money Talks.
Money Talks.
Money Talks. Money Talks.
Do you want to take control of your finances and stay ahead? Join a host of investment management and finance professionals every Monday at 4:30 p.m. right here for Money Talks with CFA Society Nigeria.
Money Talks with CFA Society Nigeria. Let's talk about money.
Money Talks.
Money Talks.
Money Talks. Money Talks. Money Talks with CFA Society Nigeria. Let's talk about money. Hello everyone and welcome to Money Talks. Money Talks is brought to you by CFA Society Nigeria. It's a financial literacy program and I am Captain Smart here in Lagos. This evening we have a very special guest on the program. He's been here before. He's returning to the program this afternoon. Damilare Ojo, CFA, is our wonderful guest on this program this evening. Just a little bit about Damilare Ojo. He's a CFA charter holder and a UK Foreign Office Chevening Scholarship alumnus. He currently works with the Infrastructure and Major Project Deal Advisory Unit of one of the Big Fours, prior to which he led the investment research team at Meristem Securities Limited, a financial services group. He holds a master's degree in economics and is well seasoned in macroeconomic analysis, investment research, and project finance. He's also an advanced financial modeler certified by the Financial Modeling Institute. He volunteers with the CFA Society Nigeria, where he leads the Investments Club and University Participation Subcommittee, working towards increasing the number of schools that have affiliations with the society. And together with Damilare Ojo, CFA, we're going to be discussing University Investment Society and Club. So let's first of all make welcome our guest this evening, Damilare Ojo, CFA. Damilare, good evening to you and welcome to the program.
Good evening, Captain Smart. It's nice to be here again.
Yeah, good to see you again. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
I can see that. It's been a while and it's so good to see you. You look so relaxed and we can see that you're using finance as a force for good, actually. I can see that in you. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
So this evening we're going to be looking at University Investment Society and Club. As you heard from the intro there, CFA Society Nigeria is well invested in that. It's financial literacy and they're doing it at all levels, especially in our schools these days. When we return from this short break, we'll delve straight into the conversation. Please do join us again.
We are professionals. We are impact driven. We are CFA Society Nigeria, a member society of the CFA Institute Global Network of Societies. Our mission is to promote the highest standard of practice in the Nigerian financial services industry and provide a vibrant community for our members. The CFA Charter signals the holders' commitment to professional excellence. As thought leaders, we collaborate with stakeholders to ensure adherence to ethical standards, better education for professionals, and to build market integrity. We are the leading voice for advocacy in the finance and investment industry in Nigeria. To partner with us or become our member, visit us at cfasocietyng.org for more details. CFA Society Nigeria, making finance a force for good.
Money Talks.
Money Talks.
Money Talks. Money Talks. Money Talks with CFA Society Nigeria. Let's talk about money. Yes, so welcome back to Money Talks. Here, brought to you by CFA Society Nigeria. Is a financial literacy program. Captain Smart is my name. Damilare Ojo, CFA, is our guest on the program this evening, and we're discussing University Investment Society and Club. So Damilare, very quickly, you are the one leading this particular arm of the society. Can you tell us what exactly a University Investment Society or Club is, and of course what it aims to achieve? What's that all about?
Right. just to set a bit of a context, you can have different universities call their investment clubs or societies different names. So you can have investment society, investment club, student finance club, or things around that. What are they? They are just, these clubs are a group of students coming together to try to enhance their financial literacy, and to try to encourage themselves to prepare themselves for the financial industry. I mean, at the end of the day, when they graduate, they are trying to just position themselves to be able to signal to any potential or prospective recruiter that they have some level of understanding when it comes to finance or financial literacy. So that is essentially what those clubs or societies are about. What do they aim to achieve? It's also, like I said, financial literacy amongst themselves, build the culture of being rigorous right from school, because what you have for many of these clubs is that you have a lot of intensity in terms of the kind of projects that they do within the societies, within the clubs. They prepare for different kinds of competitions, different kinds of events, and they just try to build that culture of being rigorous, that you'd eventually come to when you eventually come to the financial industry, you know that you have to work very smart, you have to work very, very hard. And that's these societies are just a breeding ground for these students to build that culture, to build their knowledge, to build their understanding of what finance is and financial literacy generally.
Somebody will say there that Damilare, these students are in the university first of all to study. I mean, I didn't come here to belong to a club. So
right.
Can you tell us, in participating in the club in the university, how does it help the students there to build financial literacy? Because that's what CFA Society Nigeria is all about, disseminating financial literacies. How does it help the students there, and how does it help them to build investment skills? And what kind of learning or training do you think the activities of these members of the club, what kind of learning or skills do they engage in right there?
Very interesting question. The how of them participating, the how is in them getting fully involved in the activities of those societies. And this is what I mean. You can be a member of a club and you are just a bench warmer, but those who are fully involved in these societies, some of the things they do, they have different trainings that they do within themselves, and they also invite people from outside the university, that's financial experts or people in the industry, to come talk to them from time to time about what is going on. It could be about the macroeconomy, about the fixed income market, about the equities market, about the kind of skills even related to technology that are relevant in the financial industry that they need to be aware of while they are still in the university. Because the truth is that there is so much you can learn just by attending your classes as a student. The university is not, the education system in Nigeria, for the most part, you see that there is that gap that you see between what is taught and what is taught in the university and what is actually happening in the in the industry. So these clubs are there to bridge that gap for those students.
In case you just joined us now, you're listening to Money Talks. Money Talks is brought to you by CFA Society Nigeria. It's a financial literacy program, and it's brought to you solely by CFA Society Nigeria. Captain Smart is right here, and Damilare Ojo, CFA, is my guest. We're discussing University Investment Society and Club. If you have questions or you want to make contributions to the program, you're welcome to do that. You can call us on 0707 218 6998. That's 0707 218 6998. You can also call us on 0802 685 7134 or 0705 161 7536, or you can just send us messages on WhatsApp 0817 313-6193. That's 0817-313-6193. Would really like to take your questions this evening. Would like you to engage and interact with us. You want to make a contribution. You want to ask a question. Are you a student in the university? You want to talk to us about joining these investment clubs, or whether they're available in your college or institution. You're welcome to do that. When we return from this break, we'll be taking your calls.
We are professionals. We are impact driven. We are CFA Society Nigeria, a member society of the CFA Institute Global Network of Societies. Our mission is to promote the highest standard of practice in the Nigerian financial services industry and provide a vibrant community for our members. The CFA Charter signals the holders' commitment to professional excellence. As thought leaders, we collaborate with stakeholders to ensure adherence to ethical standards, better education for professionals, and to build market integrity. We are the leading voice for advocacy in the finance and investment industry in Nigeria. To partner with us or become our member, visit us at cfasocietyn.org for more details. CFA Society Nigeria, making finance a force for good.
Money Talks.
Money Talk.
Money Talks. Money Talks.
Money Talks with CFA Society Nigeria. Let's talk about money.
Welcome back to Money Talks by CFA Society Nigeria. You can join the conversation now. 0707-218-6998. That's the number to call. It's a hotline. You can also call us on 0802-685-7134 or 0705-161-7536. You can also send us messages on WhatsApp or send us a voice note to 0817-313-6193. So Damilare, as the calls are coming, are there opportunities right there to participate in like simulations, competitions, or even live investment projects by these students? If there are, can you just give us a few examples of such?
Yes. There are a lot of opportunities, a lot of simulations that the students that participate in these clubs can participate in or can get involved in. You have, at the industry level, you have the CFA Society also pushing a lot of those competitions out. You have the CFA Research Challenge that happens annually. You have the CFA Ethics Challenge as well that also happens annually. Most of the students that participate in these competitions are from the university clubs. Even within the universities themselves, amongst the students, you have them organizing different competitions. For instance, you have them having stock pitch. They have even just amongst themselves doing sort of they'll just come up with projects. We've seen some students reach out to us to say we are just organizing a competition to talk about a particular stock or to talk about what is happening in the economy and try to get perspective from different participants, and they make that a competition amongst themselves. So there are a lot of competitions, even at the global level as well. There are also some competitions. You have the McGill portfolio competition, case, or I've forgotten what exactly it's called now. But you have these different competitions and simulations that these students participate in, both locally, regional, at the regional level, and even internationally.
So looking at this now, I'm sure it requires some form of membership. So let's talk about the membership of these clubs or these institutions that you have there, these investment clubs. Is it open to all students or only those who are finance majors, those who are studying finance or economics, those who are in the social sciences? Or just tell us, how can students who are interested in financial literacy but they're not studying finance or economics, how can they be part of what you're talking about? Because it sounds very laudable.
Right. In answering that question, I'll take this perspective. You'd see in the finance industry today, I don't have a particular statistics, a definite statistics, but when you look around, you see a lot of people who are in the finance industry did not have a finance background. you have people from engineering, you have people from law, people from different walks of life that are thriving in the finance industry, and that starts from the finance clubs at the universities. So membership is not restricted to just those who are studying maybe economics, business management, or whatnot. You have a lot of engineering students who are members, a lot of law students, mathematics, different courses who participate. So it is open to everybody. It is not restricted to a particular subject or course.
All right. 0707-218-6998. That's the number to call. You can also call 0802-685-7134 or 0705-161-7536. You can send messages to us on WhatsApp 0817-313-6193. If you're a student in a university, you need to find out if this club is in your institution or how you can be a part of it, what benefits you stand to gain from it by being a member or by participating. You can ask, and Damilare Ojo, who is the superintendent of this particular arm of the society, is here to take your call. So Damilare, could you please help us to share some success stories of maybe a student or an alumni who started with a club and has made impressive strides? Yes,
it will be hard to choose.
Yeah,
because
just try.
We have a lot of people actually, and without mentioning names, I even for myself, while I was in the university, we had something I also forgot to mention the other time is those who actually formed the investment club. I finished from the University of Ibadan. So those who formed the investment student finance club at the time, you had someone from law actually as part of the co-founder of that institution in Ibadan. And when you look at all of them who are foundational members, and even those who have gone through the society over a period of time, you would see where they are today, working in big PE firms, working in internationally, international companies within the finance industry. I have a friend who is currently a VP at the Bank of America, for instance. We had some students who participated in some of the competitions just last year or 2 years ago, who are currently working in places like Bloomberg, Bank of America, Goldman Sachs. So
wow,
we have a lot of success stories of students who built that understanding or knowledge of finance from their participation in the university investment clubs, who are thriving today.
Okay, let's go to the phone line 0707-218-6998. Hello, good evening to you. Hello, good evening. Can you hear us?
Hello. Yeah, hello, good evening.
Thank you so much for calling. Tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Okay, my name is Jasmine from Lekki.
Yes.
I just tuned in now. Please, can I get a clearer understanding on what your brand is into?
Okay, this is CFA Society Nigeria Money Talks, and we're talking about University Investment Society and Club. I think it's just maybe just take a listen for 1 or 2 minutes. You can now get an idea of what we're talking about, so you can call back and ask your question.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. I'll have a message here that says, good evening, Captain Smart and your guest. What do you see as the most significant challenge facing CFA charter holders in today's investment landscape? How is the CFA curriculum evolving to keep up with technological advancements like machine learning and fintech in Nigerian society? Can you share how the CFA designation has impacted career path or professional credibility in the financial industry? What advice would you give to someone early in their finance career who wants to make the most of CFA Society membership and networking opportunities? This is AA. He sent this message from Aso Drive in Abuja. He sounds like
that's a lot of questions. A lot of questions packed together.
Yeah.
But I will just try and react to the ones I can recall as you mentioned them. So what is the society doing, or the institute doing, about machine learning and the evolving landscape of technology? Interestingly, I think 2 years ago or 3 years ago, the institute has already incorporated these courses. In fact, it's before that. Because I remember when I was also writing, I had a course on machine learning, but they've been more deliberate now to have a fuller section, a broader perspective on machine learning, everything that AI, artificial intelligence, they've had a more robust approach to, content in the curriculum right now, and that also helps charter holders and students, or what do you call it now, CFA candidates, to be able to have those understanding. And even for charter holders who did not, possibly when they wrote their examination and passed, AI was not so popular then. There is the continuing learning opportunity as well that each member also has opportunity to participate in, and CFA Society pushes, the institute now pushes that out every now and then to try to make people keep up with what is happening in the financial landscape. So that is some things that they are doing. How can somebody participate early, right? I think there's a question around that. It is just about positioning yourself. One, you have to know what you want. You have to be convinced that this is something that you want to do, and be sure that it is relevant for you as a person. But what are the opportunities with being a CFA charter holder? You will be thrown into the pool of a global society. Essentially, you can, when you introduce yourself at the global stage as a CFA charter holder, people know about CFA. That's the truth. People respect CFA charter holders, and it's just left to you to take advantage of that as much as possible, for your personal however it is important to you or relevant to your own case.
Okay, as we begin to wrap up this evening, let me ask you, somebody listening there can say, okay, Damilare, that's a good job, I'm interested in what you're talking about. So where can people who are interested in what you're saying, or some faculty members, where can they find more information or get support in joining?
Right. We are doing a lot of campaign now to be able to expand the network of students that have financial, this kind of societies in their schools, and we are, many of us are there on LinkedIn, but there's also an official channel of communication, which is to send the society an email, just introducing the school, and just mentioning the fact that you want to establish a society, an investment society within your school, and the society is going to take it up from there. So the email address is info@nigeria.cfasociety.org. info@nigeria.cfasociety.org. So once you just send an introductory email to that email address, the conversation will kickstart from there.
All right. 0707-218-6998 is the number to call us here, or you can also call us on 0802-685-7134 or 0705-161-7536. Money Talks is back on your radio every Monday at this time, 4:30 p.m. right here on this station. You can always get financial literacy for free from industry experts who gather here every Monday to discuss these issues. You can send us a message on WhatsApp 0817-313-6193. That's 0817-313-6193. Another message has come in here. This person says, what's the cost of being an investment club member? How much do we pay? Is it a paid membership?
As far as the society is concerned, there is no cost attached. You don't pay anything to be there. But within individual schools, they have their own way of operating, Although one thing that we also do is, as a society, we try to guide these clubs on how to operate. But typically, you'd have membership fee at the university level. It's not something that comes to the CFA society. The CFA society doesn't collect any money. So at the university level, you can have students just saying membership fee maybe 1,000 naira per month, per year, or 1,500, whatever it is. We don't know. That doesn't come to us. So, but as far as society is concerned, there is no. I mean, it's free to join. Yeah.
And somebody, so this is Charles. Charles is sending in something from Lekki, and Charles is asking a question that some persons have asked in the past. He said, "I understand that this exam to become a CFA Society charter holder is very difficult. For those of us who are not finance-related students, how easy is it for us to be able to be chartered?"
I think
people ask
that
this question all the time.
Yeah, I think it's even a bit easier for someone who doesn't have a finance background, and this is the reason. You have what you call the underdog, right? Someone who has a finance background might be too relaxed that it's something I've been doing, it's something I've read, I studied finance in the school, and be so relaxed and does not put in as much effort. But someone who doesn't have finances background, and we have a lot of them actually, a lot of them who are CFA charter holders today, they typically give their all into it. I won't say CFA exams are difficult. I mean, this can be very subjective. I would only say they are challenging. I mean, I think there's a difference between something being difficult and being challenging. Challenging in the sense that you just have to throw yourself into it fully. For the period of time that you're preparing for that exam, you have a lot of sacrifice that you have to make. If you are someone who enjoys going out every weekend, it might be that kind of sacrifice that you have to make. So it's just challenging in the sense that you have to give up a lot of things, throw yourself into the curriculum, study hard for it, and you'd find yourself excelling.
Every good thing in life has its challenge.
Yeah,
you have to work hard for it. That's just it. Well, that's our show, the opening one for this time around. Just to let you know out there, pass the word around. Money Talks is back on your radio, 4:30 p.m. every Monday. Industry expert, financial expert, they gather here every Monday at this time to talk about financial literacy, just as we have done today. Damilare Ojo, CFA, has been our guest on the program. Damilare, of course, he works with the infrastructure and major project deal advisory unit of one of the big fours. He's a CFA charter holder, and at the moment he is leading the investment research team. Okay, he was there at the investment research team at Maritime Securities Limited. That's what he does. And he's also an advanced financial modeler and certified by the Financial Modeling Institute, volunteering for the CFA Society Nigeria, where he leads the investment clubs and university participation subcommittee. Of course, that's what he's talking about this evening. University Investment Society and Club. Damilare Ojo, thank you very much for your time on the radio this evening, and it's good to have you for the second time.
Thank you very much, Captain Smart.
Yeah, that's our show. Join us again next time at this time on this same station for another package. Till then, keep making finance a force for good. Captain Smart is my name, urging you to go ahead now and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Money Talks, hosted by the CFA Society Nigeria. Stay connected with us on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, X, and YouTube at CFA Society Nigeria. Follow us for more financial insight and updates. Keep a date with us next time.